Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please, before you start watching the video, please kindly help me give it a thumbs up. Just like it. Just tap that like button. Thank you so much. So in my last update about This Is Fate, Charlene finally confessed to Rishab that she doesn't love Rishab and she only loves Prithvi. And even her 20 years old pregnancy was meant for Prithvi and not for Rishab. And Charlene later goes to the police station to tell Prithvi that she has already told Rishab the entire truth about their affair. Let's continue. At the police station, Prithvi is scolding Charlene for telling Rishab the truth about them and this way ruining their plans. Charlene says that even she is a human and her tongue can slip. Prithvi explains that he lost the last hope to ruin the Luthras because of Charlene. The constable coming there asks them to talk in a low voice. Charlene, holding Prithvi's collar, says that she also lost everything because of Prithvi, as now the Luthras will throw her out of the house after humiliating her, especially that Preeta. Charlene sits down crying and Prithvi says that nothing like this would ever happen. Charlene asks that how would it not happen, and Prithvi explains that Charlene should herself leave the Luthra house before they can throw her out. Charlene is shocked and Prithvi shouted at Charlene, advising that she should leave, otherwise she would also ruin him. Charlene reaches the Luthra house, thinking of how Prithvi asks her to leave the Luthra house herself before Rishab himself throws her out. Rishab is walking with his luggage. Preeta, running after him, tries to ask that what has happened. Raki and Kareena tries to stop Rishab, but he did not listen to anything, even to what Grandma tries to say. Rishab walks straight out of the house without even listening to anything. Charlene, standing at the door, wonders why did Rishab leave the house. Preeta questions Charlene, saying that she should know why did Rishab leave the house with the luggage. She explains that she asked Charlene to see why was Rishab tensed, and she asks her for the reason. Charlene thinks that this means that Rishab has not told anyone anything. Charlene also replies that Rishab did not say anything to her. Preeta explains that Rishab only told her that there was a problem in the London office and he has to leave, and he seems tensed, but he did not reveal anything, and he left without even waiting for Karan. Charlene leaves, saying that she doesn't know anything. Kareena and Raki both says that this cannot be the case, as something really serious has happened in Rishab's life. Grandma also mentions that Rishab might be facing a really big storm. Sonakshi says that what if there has really been a serious issue at his London office, so he had to leave. Charlene reaches her room where she sees that the wardrobe doesn't have any of Rishab's clothes, and she smiles, thinking that Rishab has really left the house. But what happened? Because Rishab would have thrown her out of the house, but he himself left. Charlene thinks that Rishab might have taken her words seriously because her tongue is really a poison, as her words hurt the heart of a person. Poor Rishab, whose heart was broken that he left the house and he did not even see her for a moment. Charlene thinks that now she will not have to act like a good daughter-in-law. She says that her life is sorted. Preeta stands behind the door and this shocks Charlene. Preeta explains that Charlene doesn't seem sad like a wife whose husband has left the house. Charlene asks if Preeta has also become a psychiatrist because Preeta is wrong and she is really sad with what has happened. Preeta asks Charlene to make all the excuses because she is sure that something happened between both Charlene and Rishab. Otherwise, what would have been the reason for Rishab to leave the house in such a mood without even waiting for Karan? Preeta thinks that she would wait for Karan to arrive, after which she would ask him to talk with Rishab, and if they find out that Charlene has done anything wrong, then they will make sure that she is removed from their lives. Charlene explains that she knows that it is hard for Preeta to trust her after what happened with them in the past, but she has surely changed, and now she feels like she has really started to love Rishab, but Rishab was not able to get it, and she has not done anything wrong. Preeta leaves and Charlene in anger says that why does Preeta keep coming after her, because she feels irritated, so someone should come to throw Preeta out of the Luthra mansion. Grandma, sitting with Raki, asks Raki not to worry because everything will be sorted and she must believe in God. Raki says that she also trusts her son as he doesn't do anything without telling them, so how did he leave the house? This time, he just left after taking his bag and after making an excuse that he has some office work, but she feels that there is something wrong, that Rishab left this house like this, and she doesn't know what might have happened, and she is really worried for her son. Kareena asks Sonakshi that what has happened. Sonakshi says that Raki really loves Rishab, which can be seen in her eyes, but she as Piyu's mother cannot reveal her love for her daughter. Grandma replies that they knows that Sonakshi really loves Piyu, but she cannot reveal that she is a real mother, and she should know that she can shower all her love as they will not stop her. Raki asks that why is Sonakshi still crying. Sonakshi apologized, saying that Raki might not like what she might say, but Kareena would realize it. Grandma asks Sonakshi to say it clearly. Sonakshi explains that Piu is really young and she needs the love of a mother, and she cannot reveal her truth, but she feels that Preeta is not able to give her undivided attention to Piu, even after being Piu's mother. Sonakshi says that she feels that Preeta is so preoccupied with the household chores that Preeta is not able to shower her love on Piu, and they have seen what happened in the night of Diwali, and also today, when Piu woke up after the thunder. She feels that she really needs to take care of Piu, as Piu needs her the most, and they should try to understand her worry, as Preeta is not showing her attention to Piu. Kareena sees Preeta coming, so Kareena stops her, saying that she should focus on taking care of Piu if she has some spare time. Preeta asks if something has happened. Grandma asks if Preeta would do anything after something happened. Kareena wants Preeta not to worry about anyone else, as they will take care of everything, but if Preeta cannot manage, then she should inform Sonakshi, because Sonakshi is the real mother of Piu. Raki asks that what is Kareena saying, but Kareena stops Raki, saying that she will not say anything. Grandma advised Kareena to go and take care of Kritika, as she is her first duty, while Raki should also go and be with Mahesh, as he might get tensed after coming to know about Rishab. Grandma standing explains that she knows that Preeta is a really nice girl who gives everyone her attention, but Preeta doesn't care about herself, and from now on, Preeta will take care of herself and create time for herself, and that time would be only for Piu, and Grandma leaves. Preeta asks Sonakshi if anything happened. However, Sonakshi leaves, saying that she doesn't know anything. Preeta sees Karan coming, so she asks him. Karan asks that what has happened, and Preeta replies that she is worried about Rishab, and Karan asks Preeta not to be so tensed, since Rishab is a matured guy and he went to London because of some important meeting. Karan explains that he talked with Rishab and Preeta must not be worried. Sonakshi thinks that she for the first time has made the right decision because everyone believed her, and soon she will be in the place of Preeta. Shailin goes to meet Prithvi. He apologized, saying that he yelled at her without any reason because he knows that she has done a lot for him, as she got married to his enemy just for his sake, and he asks her to eat him as he is feeling sorry. Shailin says that she wants to say something, but Prithvi says that he knows about her mother who always scolded her and her boyfriend who has taken her for granted. Prithvi asks if Shailin's mother has thrown her out of the house too. Shailin explains that she is still the daughter-in-law at the Luthra house because Rishab Luthra himself left the Luthra mansion. Prithvi asks that how did Shailin manage to do it. Shailin explains that it was because of her tongue, as she said awful things to Rishab, and she even says that Rishab is not a man enough, and the best part is that no one knows about their secrets. Prithvi asks if Shailin knows that when Mahira ruined her life, she asked him to take his revenge, and he had Mahira thrown out of the house, but now Shailin must take the revenge for him from the person because of whom he is locked up in this jail, meaning Preeta. Shailin gets mad. Prithvi makes Shailin swear that she will take his revenge from Preeta, and she will make sure that Preeta is thrown out of the house, and not just that, but also from the out of each and every family member. Shailin says that she would have done this even if Prithvi had not said anything. Shailin says that she would make sure that Preeta is thrown out of everyone's life, and she says her love for Prithvi, and Prithvi also does the same. Prithvi looks on in anger. Raki comes out. Kareena and Grandma both ask if Mahesh is fine, and did Raki tell the truth to Mahesh? Raki replies that she told Mahesh the truth by explaining that Rishab has went out for his business. Grandma asks if Raki has revealed the truth to Mahesh. Raki replies that truth be told, she did not have the courage to lie to Mahesh, so when Mahesh went to the bathroom, she revealed everything standing on the other side of the door, and she feels that it is right that Mahesh got to know the truth. Preeta comes there with the tea. They all sit down, and Raki explains that her advice worked, and she told Mahesh. Preeta replies that it is because she knew that if Mahesh found out by himself, then it would get really tensed, and either way, Rishab tested Karan, and they were just overthinking, as nothing has really happened. Piu comes there asking Preeta if they can leave. Raki hugging Piu says that Piu is looking really pretty, so where is she going to? Grandma calling Piu applies the tea card to her, and Piu also asks Grandma to apply the tea card to Kiku. However, Kareena says that she will do it for her. They ask that where is Piu going to, and Preeta explains that Piu is going to her friend's birthday party. Preeta explains that she is also going with Piu and she will come back after dropping Piu there, and when the party would end, then Disha's mother will call her, then she will go back to pick Piu. Kareena advised Preeta to go with the driver, and Raki says that this little girl called Piu has completely changed the environment of the house. Alright, Z-Word and their foolishness. Instead of Rishab to just expose Shelly and Prithvi once and for all, he left the house for them. Can you imagine? Thank you so much guys for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It is very important. Thanks, and I will see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.